हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. A very good morning to you all. Myself, JVN Dr. Ravi Jain, Assistant Professor, Department of Practice of Medicine at Faculty of Homeopathic Science in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the clinical examination, that is, general physical examination of mouth and pharynx. What are the different steps of doing the examination of mouth and pharynx, and what are the findings that you are going to see during the examination, general physical examination of mouth and pharynx. So let's start with the examination. While doing the examination of the mouth and oropharynx, two techniques are involved. We have to do the inspection, and secondly we have to do the palpation. We cannot do the percussion nor we can do the auscultation. So while examining mouth and oropharynx, only two things can be performed, that is inspection and palpation. You need certain equipments for doing the examination of mouth and oropharynx. You will need clean gloves to wear, a tongue depressor with gauze pads and pen light to see the inner structures. So what you are going to inspect? You have to do inspection and you have to do palpation. The equipments required are clean gloves, tongue depressor, gauze pads and pen light. The assessment includes lip and buccal mucosa, teeth and gums, tongue or floor of the mouth, salivary glands, palate and uvula, and oropharynx and tonsils. So while doing the assessment, you have to see for the lips and the buccal mucosa, you have to see for the teeth and the gums, you have to check for the tongue or the floor of the mouth. You also have to check for the salivary glands, you have to see the palate and the uvula, and oropharynx and the tonsils. So these are the various structures that I was talking about. On the top you have hard palate, the next you have a soft palate, and then a uvula hanging down from the soft palate. Now you can see the palatopharyngeal arc on the back side. On the front side we have palatoglossal arc. Next we can appreciate pharyngeal tonsils. So these are the structures that are normally seen in any individual while doing the oropharyngeal examination. Now what are the steps? Now we will study about the various steps that we are going to perform while doing the examination of oropharynx, mouth and the oropharynx. First of all, you have to look at the lips for the following things. Any kind of desquamation or inflammation, that is known as cheilitis, any ulcer, any nodule or granuloma, extragenital chancre, any crack, pigmentation, telangiectasias. Telangiectasias are basically small blood vessels that are prominent. Aphthous ulceration. So you have to look at the lips for desquamation or inflammation, that is known as cheilitis. Presence of any ulcer, nodule or granuloma, extragenital chancre, any crack, any pigmentation, telangiectasias, or aphthous ulceration. On the teeth, you have to look for any kind of decay or caries. Any missing teeth. If any teeth is missing, or change in the color or staining of the teeth. The shape of the teeth, the normal or abnormal, or any kind of erosion. So after opening the mouth, you have to check for the teeth, and you have to check for any kind of decay or caries. You have to see if any missing teeth is present. You have to see the change in color or the staining. You have to check for the shape of teeth and also the erosion. You also have to check for any kind of recession of the gums getting receded, redness or hypertrophy. You have to check for the bleeding, that is spontaneous or on gentle pressure. granuloma, that is ulcers, and tenderness. You also have to check for exudation of pus from the gums on gentle pressure. So you have to check for the recession of the gums, redness or hypertrophy in the gums, the bleeding from the gums. It is most common in pyorrhea. Granuloma or ulcer, tenderness, and exudation of pus from the gums on gentle pressure. Next, we have to inspect and palpate the tongue for any kind of deviation or asymmetry. You have to ask the patient to protrude the tongue, and then you have to see if it is normal, if it is having any kind of deviation or normal. If there is any kind of asymmetry, you have to check for the size of the tongue, any kind of fasciculations or tremors. You have to see for the color and moistness, fur, atrophy or hypertrophy on the tongue. Then next you have to see for the oral mucosa. You have to check in the oral mucosa whether or if there is any discolored spots or dots or ulcers or cysts. You have to inspect the roof, that is palate or fauces. You have to see for the tonsils and pharynx. You have to check for any kind of ulcer or erythema or vesicles, any hole or abnormal arching of the palate, and exudation from the tonsils or pharynx. So in the oral mucosa, you have to check for any kind of discolored spots, dots, ulcers or cysts. Then you have to inspect the roof, where we saw this hard palate and soft palate fauces. So you have to check for the palate, fauces, tonsils and pharynx for any kind of ulcers or erythema or vesicles. Then you have to check for any hole or abnormal arcing in the palate. And then you have to check for any kind of exudation from the tonsils or pharynx. After this, you also have to examine the neck, and you have to check for the jugular venous pressure. You have to check for the carotid pulsations and lymph node examination, enlargement. You have to perform the lymph node examination of the face and the neck. In the neck, the technique will be involved, consist of inspection, palpation and auscultation. While doing auscultation, you will hear the blood flow to check for any kind of bruit in the carotid artery. The assessment includes the neck muscles. You have to check for the neck muscles and lymph nodes. You have to examine the lymph nodes of the face and the neck simultaneously. You have to check for the position of trachea by doing the 3-finger method that we are going to discuss in the laboratory itself. You have to see for the thyroid gland, and you have to check for the carotid arteries and jugular vein. So these all things are included in the examination of mouth, oral cavity and neck. So in the next lecture, we are going to discuss about the systemic examinations of the same. This session was powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box and I'll try to resolve it. So this was all for today. Thank you very much. We will be meeting in the next lecture tomorrow. Thank you.